Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Let's talk about this one, because I tell you what, you call them the in-laws, but to me they're the bloody outlaws, am I right, guys?
Let me do this, hey?
Okay, sorry about that.
No.
I'm so sorry, I was just trying.
It is an in-laws story.
Yes, it is.
But I want to talk... Have you ever met Matthew McConaughey?
Oh, have I met... Whoa! Have I met Matthew McConaughey?
Have you?
Fitzy and I and Matthew McConaughey get on like a house on fire. I have some proof for you. Jess, fire it off.
You give the first one, you give the second, and I'll give the third. All right. All right. All right.
That laugh's a bit annoying, but...
Is that you at the end laughing?
Ben along, 3 blokes, pulling up a wooden stump, having a couple of whiskies, Kate Ritchie.
Oh, that's right, because he's
mates with us, yeah.
No, he's the
Mates.
ambassador for...
3 mates.
And so you had the opportunity to
Wild
talk to
turkey.
him because you got to talk
'Cause we're
about
friends.
bourbon.
Yeah, we spoke about bourbon because mates do that.
It doesn't matter whether Matthew is your mate or not. It has no relevance to this story.
Yeah, just be careful with the story. As a buddy, I kind of am across most of the stuff.
I know you are. Well, why don't you sit back and let me know how I go with delivering this story?
Okay, I'll pull you up. You'll hear a horn if you've crossed the line.
Okay, well, you jump in. Feel free to jump in whenever you want because he's your mate and you know more
Thank
about
you.
him. He is married.
Her name's Camilla because
It
we're
is.
mates.
Alves.
Alves.
What is it?
It is Alves.
It's Alves. I'm going to go with Camilla Alves.
We'll accept that. Go on.
Okay. Anyway, they've been married for ages, but she has done an interview. I think it was on a podcast where she's been talking about the fact that Ma Mac, as in Matthew's mother, was very, very difficult to get along with.
Okay.
I think he may have mentioned it in his book, and it's public knowledge that she's
Hard
difficult
work.
generally, maybe. I don't think Matthew even spoke to her for about 8 years. They had an estranged relationship. And so when poor Camilla first joined the family, the mother made it very, very hard for her and would do things like call her by all of his ex's names.
Ooh, deliberately.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know what the exes were called, but, for example, what if he dated Cameron Diaz?
Yep.
Or Jenny,
Hi, Cameron.
Jenny from the block or something?
It's Camilla.
Okay.
Oh.
Yes.
I'm so sorry. I forgot which one you are.
That's not the worst place where you can be called somebody else's
No, you don't want to get it wrong elsewhere,
name.
do you?
That's not what happened here, though. She would call her by the wrong name. I think she would ignore her, just make it very difficult.
Yeah.
And then they came to blows when she went on a holiday. She had a first-class ticket for a modelling job in Istanbul, and Mum Matt got to go.
And continued to call her by the wrong
No.
name. Deirdre, your seat's over there. No. Oh, sorry, that was his first.
I think they came to blows, had a big blow-up.
And said, why are you calling me the wrong name?
And all the mother wanted was for Camilla to fight back. So then now they're on site. So maybe that's what you have to do is actually, if you're having difficulty with the mother-in-law, just stand up to them.
It's quite a power play in a relationship to accidentally use the wrong name, isn't it? Like if you came home to Chevy and said, "Oh, yeah, Steve." Oh, sorry.
Well,
It's
he would
Chevy
think
now.
I was calling him my dad's name, which
Of course, which would be...
that's even weirder.
But I think it can take a long time to try and win in-laws over sometimes, especially with mothers, because they become like, who is this trying to steal and grab the attention of my little boy?
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because I do think that mothers quite like to be the most important woman in their life.
And then when you hear stories where, people will give their mum or their mother-in-law a key to the house and the in-law walks in and mum's just in the kitchen, she's done some washing and she's having a sandwich at the table.
Yeah.
Because you can't do your duty as a woman.
Yeah.
You know?
Whose house is it?
Mine. But Deborah's welcome anytime. Anytime, if you're listening, Deborah, we always love you having around. Make sure dinner's ready around 5:30. You did a great job, Kate.
Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.